In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Valera hauls it in, and there's one away. At the plate, Andy Ibanez. That misses, and that's ball one. The Guardians up big in this one here in the second game of the series. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
The other way. Steps on first. Out. Tyler Soderstrom will hit next. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Kwan makes the catch, and that is that. Back here in the East Bay, new inning getting started. Bo Naylor at the plate now. High fly ball, shallow right field. Has this one sized up. One down.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Valera, the next to hit, takes ball one. And there's a foul ball. One out, bases empty. That misses. 2-1. Swings through that.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Pitch misses there, and it's a full count. Inside ball four.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
On the ground, could be two. That ends the frame. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Guardians 8 and the A's nothing. So there it is. The crew chief has made the decision, and they're going to delay the game. The weather just too much to keep playing right now.
Well, hopefully the break isn't too long. I think this could pass through pretty quickly, Boog, but I'm no weatherman. I do know this. These pitchers want to be able to stay in the game, so we'll see.
Jeff McNeil at the plate now. That's ball one. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch is outside. And a swing and a miss there.
2-2.
And now the lefty. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands. You let the travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The pitch. On the line, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Clark digs in now, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And that one clips the corner. Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. Struck him out looking.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the center field. Darryl Hernandez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. This to third, tags the runner for one. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. 1 run. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, number 10. 1-1, no strikes. Medina, 6'1" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a 2-seamer, a curve, and he works in a changeup. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And he deals. Hammer, base hit. So now back to the top of the order. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
On a line out towards center. Clark makes the grab, 1 away.
The bat.
Man at first. Here's Brian Rocchio. Moved to first. And he's back safely. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Man at first, 1 away. Dive, and he's got it. Throws from the seat of his pants, and they got the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Brent Rooker. There's the strike at the knees. 0-1. That one at the knees for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And 1 gone. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. He's 0 for 1. And there's a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Right through there for a strike. Here comes a pitch. That one not close. Ball 1. Swings and misses. 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. Andy Ibanez up next for the A's. Breaking ball inside. 1-0. Short hop liner, handled it short. Whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. And the first offering is not close. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Hogan Harris, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
The 1-1. That one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. A gigantic blast. And they add a run. It's 9-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
Ramirez into second, and he's got a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. In the air, left field, down the line. Butler puts it away, and there's one down. Digging in, Bo Naylor. That one inside, and that is ball 1. 1 run across in the frame so far, and we're at the top of the 5th. Throw to second, save. Here's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a strike in there. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's 2 down. George Valera digs in for the Guardians. Wouldn't chase that time.
1 ball,
2 outs,
no strike.
and 1 in scoring position. And that one is lifted in the air, moving under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 9-1 ball game. This is Guardians Baseball on the Show, Ohio. Back in Oakland, and now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. And the pitch. Just missed.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
There's the strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Kicks and deals. Fights it off. You'll see another. And a pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
McNeil takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Close, but called a ball. And the count is 2-0. One down, base is empty. That's in there. And it's 2-1. Left-hand hitter waits. And another ball.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And a 3-1 on the way. And there's ball 4.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Kurtz in the box here. Lets that one go for a
One
ball.
ball, no strike.
The Guardians up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. And now 2-0. Left-hand batter waits.
D-Rod.
Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Boy, not bad for your first game in the show. 2 hits in 2 at-bats. He's thinking, man, there must be a higher league. He's got to be feeling really good about the way his debut is going.
Clark at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score.
Ripped to right, base hit. McNeil headed home. He'll score, and it's 9-2. So the Oakland lineup turns over. And the batter now, Lawrence Butler. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball,
That
1
pitch
strike.
started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing
2-1.
planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swings through that one for strike 2. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Darryl Hernay. Up next for the A's. First pitch misses.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
On the ground to the left. They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. Back here in the East Bay. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the right fielder, Chase Delory. And that one is lifted in the air, sizing this one up. And makes the grab. And there's 1 away. Here's the second baseman.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped up. Ibanez hauls it in for the out. 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup. Next is the designated hitter, David Fry. Fastball for a strike.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
That one ripped, but foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
kicks and fires. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Colin Holderman.
Now, compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
The pitch. That catches the zone for a strike, and the count even 1-1. There's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the right-hander deals. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Here's the speedy catcher, Shea Langoliers. Right through there for a strike. The A's with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Tattooed the tater town and gone. His first homer of the year. It's 9-3.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
Ibanez up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the 2nd game of the series.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And that just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Three-two. Gets a piece and stays alive. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Hit in the air, center field. Valera moving under it, nabs it, and there's 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
2 outs.
Ball.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Valera moving under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. It's now 9-3. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Hogan Harris.
Now, I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless. to the score.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Joel Kuhnel getting ready to go. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And here it comes. Missed with a changeup. And that's ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Lifted in the air down the left side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. 2 outs. Base is empty. Jose Ramirez, the next to hit. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Harris, 27 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2018. Not even close there, and that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here are the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
And it's even up.
He's got 1 already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
2 down, nobody on. And that's down and away.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. The Guardian. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. In there at the knees. Strike 1. Now this is in the air down the line. And that drops foul. Righty delivers. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Now it's the DH, Nick Kurtz. Oh, great grab on the dive. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Cat-like reflexes on that one. Makes the dive, has to get up. Clean exchange to throw a strike across the diamond. And what a...
So up next, Clark. And the first pitch misses. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball.
The Guardians up big in this one. Here the bottom of the 7th.
No.
Close one, doesn't get the call.
1 strike.
And that's ball 2. And a foul ball. Got him swinging. And 1, 2, 3. Back in Oakland for the top of the 8th. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one laced to center and a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where.
And that should be extra bases. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out. And that's a double. George Valera digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 2. Fought off foul. And fouled off. Hoskins, the runner at 3rd. Naylor at 2nd with nobody out. Swings and misses, struck him out. And up next for Cleveland, Chase DeLory. 1 for 3. On the ground, Ibanez gathers and throws to first. 2 away. Here's the second baseman. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Close, but called a ball. And the count 1-2.
No.
Just missed.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 2 left on. And we're back. Here's the left. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Gomez. On for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
Righty to the plate. That one way outside. 1-2 to count. Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The line to kick the pitch. On the ground, out to short. Fires over to Hoskins. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Darryl Hernandez.
Next to hit, Darryl Hernandez. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Ball.
Try to get him to chase on the changeup that
1
time.
ball, no strike.
And a good eye there. 1 down, base is empty. And a curve drops in for a strike.
2-1.
Right-handed reliever. And he chases that one. And 2 away now. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. That pitch gets the corner. Strike 1. And that one is inside. And strike 2.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
In the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
2-2 on the way. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one the other way. Hoskins steps on the bag. 3 up, 3 down. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Joel Kuhnel.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
The wind of the pitch. That to right. And it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Next offering is fouled back. At the belt and fires. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. Movement in the bullpen. Nunez up and loosening in the pen. Ferguson also getting ready. Runner at first with no outs here. And down on strikes he goes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Steven Kwan digs in for the Guardians. He's already homered in this game. He swings and fouls one off. Wouldn't chase that time. The Guardians up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. On the ground, 2 ball. McNeil. Off balance feed. There's one. But safe at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here's Jose Ramirez. He's already homered here in this one. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Kwan leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Not close with that one, and the count is 1-2. Inside, almost got him. Two outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Throw to first. Kwan back easily. And another ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Stays alive. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And a pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat. Rhys Hoskins digs in for the Guardians. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
And he grounds one back up the middle, gets to it with a slide, and that's a great play for the out. So it's no runs back here in the East Bay. So bottom of the ninth, and now Shea Langoliers. That one not close, and that's ball 1. Wouldn't chase that time.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
Next offering is downstairs.
3 balls, no strike.
And that's ball four.
Take your base.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Ibanez in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a foul ball.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
1-2.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out.
The first baseman.
He's 2 outs away. And now Tyler Soderstrom. And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. That clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swings and misses. Now only 1 out remaining. And now here's Jeff McNeil. A strikeout and a walk. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Just off the outside edge. Langoliers, the runner at first with 2 gone. Right back to him on the mound. Throw to first, ball game. And the Guardians take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families. And that can
Mm-hmm.